The aim of this program is to prepare your total instrument, your total instrument. You are your instrument. But every part of that to open and communicate freely, but perhaps more importantly, to let go. To actually let go and just let it happen. And after each of those, like every time you have one of those flow experiences, and by the way, this is why I always say, this is my favorite hobby. Going out and socializing is my favorite hobby. You know why? I can do things there that I can't do anywhere else. It's like lucid dreaming. It's like you're in a dream. You can say anything. You can do anything. You can't say or do anything at work, can you? Like what happens if, hey, Mr. Henderson, like, oh, hi, what are those, tell me about the scores from last quarter. Balls! Balls? Are you feeling okay? You know what? Maybe you should take a leave of absence, like permanently, get the fuck out of here, clear your shit. Like it's not going to work well, right? You can say whatever the hell you want when you're out socializing. In fact, the more that you say whatever the hell you want, the better it seems to work. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? If you go up and you say like boring, nonsensical, like boring, sensible stuff. So tell me about your studies. Oh, what area do you live in? Oh, I love that area. It's very wonderful. Oh, what is your profession? Oh, I know a friend who does that. They don't like that. Nobody likes that when they're out socializing. They want to see something different. Like, what do you got? Give me something different. Give me something different. Give me a good energy. What's a bad energy? Logic. What's another bad energy? Need. I need it to work. Golly, I hope it works. I hope it works. What's a bad energy? Deadpan. What's a bad? So serious, anxious, deadpan. Again, you see this on people's face. It's like this. Serious, anxious, deadpan. They might be able to turn it on a little bit, right? They might be able to turn a little, but even the fact that they're trying and it's only a little bit, it's like this little grimace of fucking agony. That like masking pain. It's like a smile masking pain. It's like, and I'll tell people, I'll be like, yo, go up and you need to smile more. Just smile more. Just plaster some imbecilic smile on your face. It'd be better than what you're currently doing. And they'll do it, and they'll go like, but it'll drop very quickly. The thing is, they don't know that they're doing it. They don't even realize that they're doing it. This is why it's so important to get an outside observer to let you, because you can't see your face most of the time. You know? So a part of the training that we do is to close the gap between what you think you're expressing and what's being perceived by other people, right? First of all, making you experientially aware of that gap. Like, I think I'm going up and being like, hey, good evening. Hi, how are you? Yeah, okay, cool. You know, you think you're that, but you're like this. What's up? Like that's what it looks like in practice. But you think you're like Don Draper or something. You know, like, hey, you know, this super charismatic guy. But in reality, most people are extremely stifled, right? So really, again, what you're aiming for is to hit these flow experiences. And after every time you hit one of these, like, I used to call it the nimbus, right? Like, you know, that anime with the dude, the Dragon Ball Z, you know, where he transforms into like, what is it called? A Super Saiyan, where, I don't know, he gets pissed off or something and screams for 30 minutes. And then all of a sudden, he's surrounded by this shimmering halo of golden holy light. And he gains like 50 pounds of muscle and his hair turns blonde and grows like a foot. That's what I would feel like when I hit state back in the day. I'd be like, shh. Time to terrorize. And I'd just be like, hey, good evening. Like, and I felt my eyes go bright, I said. My eyes go bright and I become invincible. No one can say shit to me. No one can stop me. Everything that comes out of my mouth is like the word of God. I'm basically like the second coming of Kanye West. I'm just like, boom. And it feels like you're invincible. That's hitting a flow state. And every time you have one of those experiences, you become more than you currently are. It adds to that self-belief and that self-understanding, that bedrock that says, I am worthwhile and I am bringing value to the table. right? You are more than the person you were before. Each piece of knowledge that you accumulate while you're having those experiences, each experience that you commit to personal memory, even on like a subconscious level, even if you don't dredge it out into the conscious, it's there now as part of the fabric of who you are, and continues to inform that value, right? It makes you more of an extraordinary individual, you know? So after 20 years of going out and doing this and having these experiences, I'm very confident. I'm very confident that even if one individual doesn't like what I'm throwing down, it means nothing in the overall context of who I am as a person. It means absolutely nothing. Like if somebody's like, you're stupid, I'm like, am I stupid? Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm stupid. You're ugly and short. Oh God, am I ugly and short? You're old. Oh no, I'm old. Old. I'm an elder, right? So this growth in complexity, it entails certain enriched understanding of your uniqueness. It's also giving you like a renewed understanding of how you fit in with the world at large, right? And reconnects you with the world as you become more and more unique, if that makes sense. So those two elements form the basis of true confidence, right? And then we can also discuss how to go about, like, you know, after this, we can discuss how to go about attaining that in a very practical sense. But basically, any activity that creates an ordered sense of self provides you with both a sense of meaning and a degree of happiness. Ultimately, what we're aiming for here is being comfortable in your own skin. I've seen so many people from all different walks of life who aren't traditionally attractive aesthetically or even demographically have massive amounts of success. And that really made me believe, again, being comfortable in your own skin is in many ways the most attractive quality of all. And what does that come down to? It comes down to understanding what your value proposition is. Understanding that you're for some, you're not for others, letting go of the outcome, having fun, moving it forward the best you can, you know, understanding those conventions and moving it forward, letting the chips fall where they may. And if you're taking enough action, eventually you're going to start to ingrain that, and it just becomes who you are, and you're going to get massive success on a very, very regular basis. On a very, very regular basis.
Definitely learned a lot just to be able to connect with people a lot better. Jeffy's really studied down to the roots of how we're so stifled and you have these entanglements inside you and how to release them. I definitely recommend this program for other people to like take a deeper look within themselves. Jeffy's program is amazing.
This program is extremely exercise-based. It's designed to give you a process to identify these weaknesses in your communicative system, to open and sustain charismatic expression, charismatic communication with increasing consistency. All sensory communication is based on some relationship of these three perceptual and projective modes. Any art involving human communication is going to benefit from knowing how the communicating power of each mode can be enhanced. Charisma and conversational skill really hasn't had a vocabulary for talking about these issues surrounding the technique. Most of the books you read, the vast majority of them are very like surface level, very hokey. And even with experienced teachers, the feedback can often be very subjective and vague. You seem kind of stifled. So I want to change the way that these criticisms or descriptions are verbalized and get very, very specific. So when we're talking about these blockages, we know precisely what we're talking about here.
If you follow the instructions, you see something very, very net and precise that happens. You're going to see the result instantaneous.
The best charisma program I've ever seen.
So I learned something which is very rare.
How do people use their energies when they communicate? How can I help them become masters of those energies? So when you go out and you feel that blockage, that inability to act, oh, there's the person I want to talk to. I know how to go talk to them. I've read the theories, I've watched all the videos, but I can't take action. What's impeding the flow? Remove the obstacles, isolate the skills, exercise them separately, then put them together, back together in a more completely realized whole.
You know, unleashes your true
charisma.
And in fact, you have some glimpse of energy. You can manage on the wall side, increase it, decrease it, manage it. Seriously, it was absolutely amazing and astonishing.
How to speak to all the issues surrounding this interrelationship between intuitive and intellectual resources is arguably the most fundamental challenge facing anyone who's attempting to improve their communication skills. So this program intends to prepare your total instrument to open and communicate freely, but also teach you to let go.
He will take you by the hand and guide you step by step with his method that he's been trying and improving, and you're gonna get the results that you're gonna be looking for.
Overall, this is a really broad spectrum course in charisma. I think I can apply it in my dating life, also in business and other areas of my life. So if you're looking to develop general charisma that you can apply across all areas of life, definitely check out Jeff's Charisma Mastery.